realization that no matter how much we try, we cannot control. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's as simple as that realization.
Mm-hmm.
What can we really control in our life?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps almost nothing, to be honest.
Hello, Ru. It's very nice to welcome you in my meditation space, the space of knowing each other. I'm very happy that you gonna make a workshop again in our space. And I would like to ask you to introduce yourself a little bit. Like, what are you doing? What kind of workshops you offer to people from my meditation space?
Thanks a lot, Atimaya, and I'm glad to be here. In terms of answering the question of what I'm kind of offering in terms of the workshop, so I have been running yoga classes over the last 1 year, and what I saw that the biggest challenge that people face is lack of inner peace, and also lack of grounding. I think these are the two things that I really saw that people really lack. Even people who have been practicing yoga for years and even decades actually lack the inner peace and grounding. So I felt that maybe what I could create workshops or courses or things like that around that specific topic, because I really think that would help a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, like, is it about uh, practicing yoga, so asanas or meditation, or you also say something about philosophy of letting go, or how is it like in general? Because I can see it that in general, Polish people and the European people, they are stressed. We are living, especially in big cities like Warsaw, we are living in this hustle culture where we run and just to just to have success more and more and harder and work deeper in any ways, not only at work but also on the mat. What I can see that there are some people who want, and also it was me a few years ago that I wanted to to prove myself that I'm perfect, to make some asana. So like, how is it from your perspective, as a person who is coming from India, from this completely different mindset of just living in the flow? And is it really like that, you know everyone from India, they are yogis and they are meditating every day? Like, can you tell something about the differences and how you can see it, like when this Eastern mind is touching the the Western mind and Western ground? Like, how is it for you?
Yeah. So um, it's not that everyone coming from India is like that. Absolutely not. I think India has also become, unfortunately, very westernized. People
Hmm.
are also running after money. So, of course, the philosophy is there, but not a lot of people are following it. In terms of it is what I see is this, that yes, that even in yoga or even in day-to-day life, even in meditation, I have seen people trying to be perfect. And that's the whole point against being doing meditation or yoga. It's not the goal to be perfect, it's the goal to be present, accepting the present, being in the present. Because when you seek perfection, you are going to the future. And that again creates stress. So it's a way of life. It's not so. I always say, what is yoga? Because you also ask, is the yoga class that I would do is asanas or meditation or philosophy? Yoga is a way of life. Yoga is cannot be restricted to just asana or this or that. In my class, always combine multiple aspects or techniques because for some people, through asanas, they can achieve inner peace. For some people, meditation means just sitting idle and can achieve peace. So we all are different. Sometimes you may need the asanas to create the physical body so that you can actually meditate. And yoga texts very clearly talk about it that asanas are meant to prepare the body so that you can meditate. We shouldn't get stuck to our body. Unfortunately, again, I see a lot of yoga videos is all about focusing just on the body and not trying to move to the next tier, which is your mind. So I try to combine different things. I even have dancing. I even have mantras. Pranayama is a very important part of like finding inner peace through breath. You can actually ground yourself. What I have seen that for some people, as I was saying, things like Ujjayi breath is an amazing technique to just ground yourself. Some people get grounded just with simple Tadasana. So again, we are all different. So I try different approaches, and based on everyone's individual needs and their state, they find a path that is works for them to reach to this state. So that's the yoga practice I do. And yes, the goal of the practice is to be present so that you could achieve this stillness of mind and body and just
Mhm.
accept where you are and as you are rather
Mhm.
than trying to achieve somewhere in the future.
Mhm. And what about your personal path? How was it? Like, have you what was that since you were born you were meditating and like it's your tradition like from your parents and stuff like that, or like you also been in this hustle world of running after the success and stuff like that, or how was it for you, like, and when it happened, like the deep understanding of what are you teaching right now, or was there any turning point, or like it was like from your mother, like how was it?
To be very honest, it's an interesting question. I don't think these things happen overnight or in a one day. But yes, when I was in school, as I was saying, we have been taught yoga and meditation. I remember we had actually a class on meditation and also a separate class on yoga, which is on
Mhm,
asanas. But of course, and that was like when I was most likely 7 or 8 years old or 9 years old, a very young age. But at that age, I don't think I had the mental capacity to understand the significance of especially meditation. Uh,
mhm,
But as we grow up, and I think culture here plays a big role.
mhm,
Um, in my family, my mother was very religious, praying a lot. My father has this inner peace. They were not as you can define as yoga practitioners, like doing any asanas, but they have embodied the philosophy of yoga into their life. And I think that also came in my life because the culture in which I grew up.
mhm,
To be very honest, I do not remember have ever being in this hustle culture, even in university and in. I remember, so I did my graduation, my master's in Cambridge, and while in the class, I had this specific memory of a teacher, a professor asking in the class, who has time in the class?
mhm,
And I was the only person who raised my hand in the class and saying, I have time because I really genuinely always had time. I was never chasing anything. And to my surprise, no one else raised their hand. So I think maybe there was something in my upbringing and in the environment I grew up, it was embedded, this philosophy.
mhm,
And as I grew up, I was just going into more and more deeper into this lifestyle. started really reading a lot about it, practicing a lot about it. Um, and now I think that for the last 10, 15 years, I've been following this philosophy quite and a way of life. And in fact, I didn't know a lot of these terms until I actually read them. So it's not that I read a philosophy and then I became that. It was actually the other way. I was living that. And I remembered one day I read this concept called Wu Wei, and it comes from Taoism. And it
Mm-hmm.
talks about effortless life. And I was like thinking, well, exactly how I feel, because I didn't know, because I never had stress. And I was thinking, um, is it normal? Is it not normal to be like that? Because I see everyone like putting so much effort. They say they are working very hard, and I never felt them working hard. So I was always questioning myself, like, is there something wrong with me? That why am I not so-called work hard? And then came across this philosophy, and I said, exactly what I feel is exactly someone written about it thousands of years ago. So
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of that came not by reading a philosophy and trying to follow that, but other way that I was already doing that because the way I was perhaps brought up, and I read about it and say, oh, now I can understand what is it actually about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
And
like I was
mm-hmm.
watching a video about Alan Watts a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about that when you are reaching this peaceful state, you don't have this inner motivation to achieve something. And
Mm-hmm.
I have always been like over the last 1 year, 2 years, I've been questioning this also, like why I don't have this inner motivation. Am I depressed? Am I not depressed? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'm actually very peaceful. So I know I'm not. But then I'm thinking why I don't have this inner urge and motivation to do something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I realized I don't need that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just I can just live life every day, and I can still do great things without having this constant hustle and constantly need to achieve somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and yeah, about this letting go and go with the flow, and how do you think? Because I guess, and that was also my point of view many years, that if I will let go all this, running after something and wanting achieving something, then I would simply let go of everything and I would drown in a way like that. Oh my God, then I will not have work and like this kind of things. Uh, and actually, I found out because also that's my like life challenge, finding this balance between pushing and letting go. Um, and like how to find this balance from your perspective? Because like for me, it was quite tough to let go. And then when I was letting go, but without the trust, I was falling down in a way. Yeah, like can you say something about that from your point of view?
yeah, it's the question is what are we letting go? That's the key question, right? What I'm letting go is a need to control.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm letting go is a need for a specific outcome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I still every day wake up, I still live, do the best I could do today. Gita has a very perfect sloka about it saying that do your work, don't try to control the outcome. So I am still doing my stuff. I still enjoy giving my classes, working and things. But what I'm letting go is the control, the outcome of it. So once we realize that aspect, that I can, I'm not whatever I'm doing because I find inner joy in doing that. I'm not doing that because I'm expecting an output from it.
Mm-hmm.
Then life becomes very peaceful. So that's the point of letting go. So people often confuse, like they think, okay, if you let go, that means you don't want to put an effort, you don't do anything, you just lie down in the sofa.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I always say, as humans, lying in the sofa and being lazy is actually an effort.
Mm-hmm.
Not so easy for us. We have to be depressed to actually lie in the sofa and just, our natural instinct as human is to do things. We are in this world to do things.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what gives us truly joy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like ikigai concepts, and in Japan they say that till they do work till they retire, or they don't have this retirement, they keep on working till they die because they enjoy that, and that brings true joy, that brings meaning to our life. And then, of course, the problem in today's world is we are too much attached to the output of our effort, and we are
Mm-hmm.
constantly trying to control the output of our effort. We need to get this. If we do this, I want this.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
I like someone, I want her to also like me. So the outputs, we're constantly trying to control the outputs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the problem is. So that's what we need to let go.
Mm-hmm. And now, how to achieve that?
It's actually very simple because
Mm-hmm.
it's a realization that no matter how much we try, we cannot control. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's as simple as that realization.
Mm-hmm.
What can we really control in our life?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps almost nothing, to be honest. We cannot control other people. We cannot control outcomes. So if we have this self-realization that to be truly we cannot control, then why do we even try to control?
Mm-hmm.
The reason most of us try to control is perhaps because the society have told us that we need to be something to be someone. It's not our need often, actually. It's society telling us, or it's our inner insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
That we are insecure, so we want to control something to prove others something. So
Mm-hmm.
the way to get over it, first of all, realization, and then inner work, like let go your insecurities and understand that your true needs are not here to control something or someone. Your true needs or your true purpose or being in this world is just to live and give your best what you could do. And then it becomes very easy, actually. But
Mm-hmm.
the process is not easy. Yeah. I mean, getting over our fears, insecurities are very difficult. I mean, most of our need to control is a fear. Why do we want to control people? Why do we need this and that? Because we are afraid that, oh, we'll be alone, maybe. So that's the part that we need to go over and go through. And I think once we achieve those, let go those insecurities and understand that a lot of those needs come from society, I think then you are in the state where you just let go every control of any outcome.
I wanted to also ask about your international community, which you built around your yoga classes. And like, can you see the differences, like between people, like between nationalities, how they, let's say, how they are according to this letting go, or for example, is there any nation, or it's not about nation, who can let go more easily or stuff like that? Like, can you, and most of um, your clients, your people who are coming for your workshops, like from where they are coming, most of them, or like, who is coming?
So, for example, in the next class, there are like 4 Indians coming. Huh? So, and
Okay.
then there are someone is Ukrainian, and then in my class, there are people from all different parts. Now, a Polish also. So, if is there a difference in nationalities? Yes, I have seen specifically the Indians who come in my class. They are more in sync with this philosophy of yoga, perhaps because the way we have been brought up. It doesn't mean all Indians are like that, but at least those who are coming to the class are more in sync with this philosophy. For people in the Europe, nothing about Poland, or anyway, even I have people from
Mm-hmm.
Belgium or other parts of the, even South American from Colombia or Spain. I mean, for them, it's an kind of an alien concept a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Mm-hmm.
concept that they have to think and embed because they were not brought up with this concept. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the
Mm-hmm.
difference. It's not that they like the concept, they want to have the concept also. This is what I said, like, letting go control, but it's kind of still an alien concept.
Mm-hmm.
While for us Indians, we we have, at least, or just the ones who are in the class, are kind of in sync with that concept.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference I see. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I even had a student from Nepal. She herself is a yoga teacher. I've also many people who come who are themselves teaching yoga also, but more the
Mm-hmm.
asanas. They come to
Mm-hmm.
the class to say that they really want to get more this grounding, this kind of other part of the yoga. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I see in the Sunashana.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And what brought you to my meditation space? Like specifically resonated with you when you were choosing this space, or uh, is it in general the how it's inside, or the equipment, or the environment, or the place that it's inside the city center? Like how, like why you choose my meditation space for your classes?
Yeah. It's difficult. I believe that the kind of yoga practice that I'm talking about, the space is very important. And I've seen many spaces in yoga in Warsaw, but they give a more this energy of more activity or asana kind of energy. And when I was in my meditation place, I felt the energy was more in sync with the kind of energy that I'm looking for, more grounded and calm. On top, I also very much liked this kind of this extra small kitchen they had, a place to sit. There was some books also. That the space has this kind of more energy is in sync with the kind of practice that I'm doing and I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And like what what can people experience in your workshops? Like you said, it's there are asanas, there are some breath work, there are meditation, and like how long the practice takes, and is it like regularly? So if I will sign up today, I have to go each time, or is it like closed structure which is unique, and every time we meet it's something else, or how is it like according to the structure of
Yeah.
your workshop?
So last year, I was doing classes regularly, 1.5 hour long, not 1 hour, because I believe this 1.5 is quite important. And also, I used to do in our Saturday afternoons. So there was some time after that we used to go out together. So that's where the community was very important. It's not just come into the class and leave the class, but
Mm-hmm,
we also go out. So it's kind of creating that.
mm-hmm,
And every class was different every time. Huh? We focus on different emotions, sometimes on the throat or the heart chakra, or that's how I used to do the classes. But
mm-hmm,
then this year I want to change the structure a bit. I realized that I don't want to do this just changing topic ad hoc one after every class. What I wanted to do this time, what I'm doing is create a kind of a 4 hour kind of course. So 2 hours on first Wednesday and then 2 hours the second Wednesday. And it's the same group that comes together. So it's not like you just drop in and you just try something and then you leave, but you commit to this 4 hour of, let's say, course, 2 hours on first Wednesday, 2 hours on next Wednesday, and it's a progression from the first to the next one. For example,
mm-hmm,
I have a student, she's from Lithuania. She was asking me, hey, can I come to the next class? Not first. And I was not sure because want to have this group dynamics to be from the first to the second one and
mm-hmm,
complete transition. So that's how I want to structure this more. Because I believe that a smaller group, like for now, this is 10 people who have already confirmed. I don't want big groups also because when I was giving the class, it went too big. It was like 20, 25 people coming. And I kind of felt that the energy was kind of too all over the place.
mm-hmm,
And I kind of didn't feel comfortable, you know, creating that kind of experience for that such a large group. And some of them are beginners, some of them are advanced. So I felt
mm-hmm,
that's not what I want to do. So that's why I'm now pulling it back, and I'm saying I want a smaller group, 6 to 10 people, pre-selected. You come for a like 4 hour or 6 hours course, and it's a progression. It's the same group of people that comes together. So that's
mm-hmm.
how I want to do it now.
Okay, and like how you select these people? Are they advanced or beginners, or how is it like? Or they choose to come, or you have some examination before that you say like, okay, you pass, you can come, or how is it?
Luckily, in this time, because I already have large people coming in my classes,
Mm-hmm,
so I just had to tell the existing students that, hey, I'm doing this. So
Mm-hmm.
within a day, actually, like 14 or 12, 13 people signed up.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have the opportunity to make it for other people outside the people that I already kind
Okay.
of come to the class.
Okay.
So, uh, but they have to fill up a form. So I had a form, they have to fill it up. But since I
Mm-hmm.
already knew these people, so I was kind of knew who these people are and what
Mm-hmm.
level. But yes, in the future, I think I want to create this more. If I end up doing something with bigger group outside the community and people, new people, then I would like them to fill up this form and kind of provide some information so that I can have an idea that, okay, is that person right for this uh, course or not?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you very much for your time for the conversation. I hope you will enjoy this time also being in our space, in my meditation space. And I hope we can meet each other somewhere in my meditation space, and that you will uh, visit us and doing some more stuff
Yeah,
in our
thanks a
space.
lot for this conversation. I really enjoyed. And yeah, I'm hopefully looking forward to seeing you sometime in person again.
Thank you.
So thanks.